Hey there guys, what's going on, and welcome back to Theme Park Shrills. From as early as the 1550s, according to the National Amusement Park Historical Association, pleasure gardens or outdoor entertainment venues have provided thrills to summertime tourists who come to enjoy themselves. The first carousels and roller coasters, as well as other attractions that we're familiar with today, were built in the early 1800s. While the rides were crude at the time, they became increasingly common by the late 1800s. And even then, the competition was on, with amusement parks striving to build attractions that were faster, taller, and more heart-pounding than their predecessors. Some of these resulted in attractions that are still in operation today, although in a different form, such as looping coasters and extra tall Ferris wheels, among other things. There are many different types of fun rides available today, some of which are terrifyingly inventive. So buckle in and join us as we take a look at some of the most bizarre carnival rides that you've ever seen. And while you sit back and enjoy it, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and do remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Number 5. The Rodeo. The rodeo was constructed by a number of different manufacturers. This is what happens when you combine a mechanical bull with a tagada. You're subjected to this weird flat ride. Riders board a cushioned platform and are then positioned on paddle cylinders in a straddling posture above the platform. Each cylinder is outfitted with a mimic bull's head, which remains on the cylinder during the course of the attraction. As the cylinders bounce and rotate in an attempt to shake them off, thrill seekers are treated to the full rodeo experience. What makes this ride even more challenging is the movement of the platform underneath, unless you're a seasoned bull rider, that is. You'll almost certainly fall onto the platform, going from riding on the bull to rolling on the floor. Your grip will require both strength and skill, and it's one of the only amusement rides where practice makes perfect. If you fall, you'll get back up and try again. So if you happen to encounter this at a fair near you, go ahead and push yourself to see how long you can last for. Number 4. Topple Tower. Essentially, this is an upside-down frisbee ride. However, instead of swinging beneath the axis, you'll be tilting over it instead. Before the trip, guests board a circular 40-person gondola at the foot of the tower, which is then raised to the top of the tower before embarking on their adventure. The cycle starts with the assistance of intricate design and a counterweight beneath, which allows riders to seem to defy gravity as they move around like a joystick. One incident occurred at Dollywood in Tennessee, where a faculty safety sensor caused the gondola to become stuck at the top. Fortunately, no one was injured, but some guests were stranded for approximately 6 hours. In addition, an installation at Canada's Marine Lane had to be closed after a crack formed in the right structure. Nowadays, just 2 of these attractions are still in service, one at Bellewaerde in Belgium and another at Dragon Park in Vietnam, but both are claimed to be subject to frequent downtime. If you're able to visit either of these parks, do check if you can go on this unique attraction. Number 3. The Devil's Wheel. When it comes to Oktoberfest in Germany, common sense is usually thrown out the window after a few rounds of beer, but if you've ever been to the popular celebration, you may be familiar with the unusual attraction known simply as the Devil's Wheel. It's an incredibly simple concept. It's a circular spinning platform with multiple people sitting in the middle. Things start out slowly, but the Devil's Wheel starts to spin faster and faster as the ride progresses. This is a quirky experience, and performing it in front of everyone is an important part of the ride's experience. A commentator narrates the ride and generally makes jokes at the rider's expense. Despite the fact that it's not the most complicated gadget we've seen thus far, sometimes the simplest of things provide us with the greatest of pleasure. Number 2. Death Simulator. Death Simulator at the Window of the World theme park in Shenzhen, China is not for the faint of heart, but if you've ever wanted to know what it was like to leave this realm of existence, then this ride can give you that experience. Death Simulator is exactly what it sounds like. A 4D experience where you're put in a coffin and then pushed into a fake furnace by an attendant so you can overcome your fear of death. The ride is perfectly safe since there are no spins or upside down experiences, but it's sure to not only spook you out, but also provide you with an unexpected experience. Number 1. The Human Trebuchet. The trebuchet was a massive siege engine that used a counterweight to catapult enormous stones at enemy gates and castle walls, battering them incessantly until the walls were breached during medieval warfare. As new technology was being invented to help kingdoms conquer the known world and become empires, one of the most popular siege engines probably in all of history was the trebuchet. When it comes to riding the Human Trebuchet, all you have to do is climb into the small apparatus and let gravity and physics take care of the rest, launching you hundreds of feet into the air at speeds that are probably a little too fast before landing safely in the safety net at the other end of the field. But a rider missed the net and died in 2002. A lesson learned that perhaps just a little caution is in order. If you enjoyed our video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep supporting us and be on the lookout for more content when it goes up. And with that, I'll catch you guys later in another video. Bye now!